right, let's do the skip then, y'all. So I don't know for anybody who's listening if y'all really know what's going on, all right? So the big news journalist, sports media journalist, Skip Bayless, reportedly or allegedly fired from SF1. His last episode will be later this summer. But if you guys don't know Skip Bayless, he was famous and infamous for starting First Take with Stephen A. He's actually the one who put Stephen A. on First Take. He was on ESPN for several years. They maintained the top spot. Went to FS1, started Undisputed, had Shannon Sharpe on the show. They went to a top spot. They killed. Shannon left, and then ratings tanked. So for comparison to ratings, we pulled up the ratings. ESPN First Take right now for that same slot, Undisputed's on, 500,000 viewers. Undisputed doing 43,000 an episode.
Right.
So it's crazy, man. So Stephen A. clearly right now he's negotiating with fucking ESPN right now, $20 million deal, 5-year deal. They're talking about anywhere between 120 and 125 million to keep him. So what I want to talk about with you, bro, how all this shit affects it. I think it's a very, informative moment for people to listen into that media shit, right? What is happening with TV? Why are people moving the way they're moving? So if you guys are looking at Stephen A. Smith, you're looking at Skip Bayless, you're looking at Shannon Sharpe, right? You're looking at people like what's the other dude? Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is also on ESPN. Pat McAfee got a $150 million deal to bring his YouTube channel to ESPN and do it live stream. There's no difference of what Pat McAfee does from what we do, and they paid him $150 million to upgrade your content, put you in the studio, you pay the people that are actually running it, you do your edits, you do your content, and we're just going to live stream it from our network. So instead of them going to LinkedIn, we're live streaming directly from ESPN to our millions of viewers.
He had the numbers.
That is all the numbers game, right?
He had the numbers.
But this is why the media is changing. Linear is only going to go down. Why do you think the NBA TV rights was $76 billion for them to include streaming, and they did the same thing as NFL? People are going to watch content how they want to watch content whenever they want to watch content. There's too many sources. So at this point, you got to give the people what they want by being where they are and having a lower barrier to entry. If I could just click your shit, go to ESPN and watch the fucking NBA game, you got a viewer. And that's money, that's advertisers, that's sponsors.
He also had the right complexion.
Yeah. I ain't go front, bro. He
also had the right connections.
No, absolutely.
Like,
absolutely.
That his show, I think I actually was in the gym earlier. I was in the gym earlier, and if I'm not mistaken, he had Peyton Manning on the show. I think it was, I don't know if that was today or if it was taped. It was a previous episode, but I think it was today or his last episode. He had Peyton Manning on.
Yeah.
And when you can get Peyton Manning to pull up to your show, and no disrespect, but Peyton Manning's also the right America's favorite. You know what I'm saying?
But Pat McAfee got Aaron Rodgers. That's how he got the big.
Yeah.
But also, he had Little, but he still failed with that. He had Lil Wayne co-hosting the shit with him. You had Lil Wayne, you had Paul Pierce, you had Michael Irvin, you had Keyshawn Johnson, you had Shannon Sharpe.
I want to put some respect on Lil Wayne. His sports acumen is phenomenal.
It's crazy.
His sports acumen is phenomenal. Like, he studies, he really lives this sports shit. And if you ever listen to him, so he knows his shit. Like, he takes the time, and shout out to Lil Wayne, man. He's definitely a dope addition when it comes to knowledge and stuff of the sport. You know what I mean? Like,
and I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because that's where the industry is going. Yeah. Same thing like the music shit, right? They're not going to give you a deal. You could be the best artist in the world. You could be Michael Jackson. Very rarely you're going to have the 1,200 views or the 1,200 followers on Instagram right now. You got one song up and you're going to blow up without it blowing up. They're going to be like, hey, we're going to put 5 million to you. We're going to make you a star. That is not happening no more.
No.
Budgets are tight. And they want to have the people who already have the built-in audience